Seniors, your muscles are disappearing without this one food. Have you ever noticed how things that used to be easy, carrying groceries, climbing stairs, even standing up from the couch, just don't feel the same anymore? Maybe you've brushed it off as just getting older, but here's the truth. Your muscles might actually be shrinking, and not just a little. This silent change happens so gradually, many people don't even realize it's going on, until they feel weaker, tire more easily, or start losing their balance. Now, here's the surprising part. It's not just about exercise. Yes, moving your body matters, but there's one specific food that could be the missing piece. Without it, your muscles are struggling to rebuild, to stay strong, and to support you in your everyday life. And if you're over 50, this becomes even more critical. Your body doesn't absorb nutrients the same way it used to. That means what you eat and what you don't eat can have a major impact on your strength, mobility, and independence. So today, we're going to talk about the one food you need to keep your muscles from wasting away. Along the way, we'll also touch on why muscle loss happens, how it sneaks up on you, and how a few simple changes can help you regain your strength, energy, and confidence. Because growing older doesn't have to mean growing weaker. Let's begin with a little story. Picture this. Carol, age 68, used to be full of energy. She walked her dog every morning, gardened on the weekends, and never missed a family get-together. But lately, she started feeling tired. Her legs ached more than usual. Carrying laundry up the stairs felt like a workout. And one day, she stumbled just walking across the living room. Her doctor told her something that shocked her. She was losing muscle mass, fast. And her diet? That was the first thing they looked at. You see, muscle isn't just about lifting weights or doing push-ups. Your body is constantly breaking down and rebuilding muscle tissue. But after 50, this rebuilding process slows down, unless you give it the right fuel. And one of the most powerful fuels your muscles crave is protein. Yes, protein, but not just any kind. Carol thought she was getting enough. A slice of toast for breakfast, a salad for lunch, maybe some chicken for dinner. But for older adults, that's often not enough, or not the right kind. Your body becomes less efficient at using protein, which means you actually need more of it to get the same results you used to. And here's where the one food comes in. Among all the sources of protein, eggs are one of the most powerful muscle-saving foods you can eat. They're easy to digest, packed with high-quality protein, and loaded with nutrients like leucine, which plays a key role in triggering muscle growth. Carol started adding 2 eggs to her breakfast most mornings, sometimes hard-boiled, sometimes scrambled with a few veggies. Within a few weeks, she noticed she didn't feel as drained. Her muscles didn't ache as much after walks. And her balance? Back on track. It was such a small change, but it made a big difference. Now, if eggs aren't your favorite, don't worry. There are other great options out there. But before we dive into those and what else you can do to protect your muscles, let's take a closer look at why this loss happens in the first place and how to stop it in its tracks. So, what's really going on inside your body that causes all this muscle loss? There's actually a name for it: sarcopenia. It starts as early as your 40s, but after 60 it speeds up unless you do something about it. And it's not just about looking frail or feeling tired. Losing muscle means you're more likely to fall, get injured, or lose the strength to do everyday things you once did without thinking. Even opening a jar can become a challenge when your muscles aren't getting the support they need. Here's the catch. This isn't just about working out. In fact, you can be physically active and still lose muscle if your diet isn't helping your body rebuild. That's what surprises a lot of people. But think of your muscles like a house. Exercise is like the hammer and nails. It helps you build. But protein? That's your bricks and wood. Without the right materials, it doesn't matter how hard you work. You can't rebuild what's missing. And as we mentioned earlier, eggs are an incredible source of those materials. But they're just the beginning. Another powerful protein-rich food that many seniors overlook is Greek yogurt. Not the sugary, fruit-on-the-bottom kind, but the plain, thick kind packed with up to twice the protein of regular yogurt. It's smooth, easy to eat, and gentle on the stomach. Perfect if you're not a big meat eater. One small cup in the morning or as a midday snack can give your body a solid dose of protein to start rebuilding muscle tissue. You can dress it up with a drizzle of honey, a few berries, or a sprinkle of cinnamon to make it tasty without adding too much sugar. The key is making it a habit, something you enjoy and stick with, not just a chore. Let me tell you about Dave. He's 72 and retired, loves woodworking, and never gave much thought to nutrition. But after he had trouble lifting a bag of mulch one spring, his doctor suggested he boost his protein intake. So Dave added a bowl of Greek yogurt to his daily breakfast routine. Nothing fancy, just yogurt, a spoonful of chopped nuts, and some banana slices. Within 2 months, he said he felt stronger and less wobbly on his feet. The heavy lifting wasn't such a struggle anymore. What we're seeing again and again is that small, consistent changes in what you eat can create big improvements in how you feel. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by adding these high-protein foods throughout the day, not just at dinner. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make, saving all their protein for one meal. But your body needs it spaced out to really make use of it. So if you've been skipping breakfast or grabbing a piece of toast and coffee, it might be time to rethink your routine. Think of each meal as a chance to feed your muscles, not just your hunger. And now that we've looked at why this food is so important, let's keep going with other ways to keep your muscles from slipping away quietly. So you're probably thinking, okay, I get it. My muscles need more than just exercise. But what else can I actually do? Great question. Because while adding protein-rich foods like eggs and Greek yogurt is a powerful start, it's just one part of a bigger picture. See, your muscles also rely on when you eat, how often you move, and whether you're getting enough of certain vitamins, especially vitamin D. Here's the thing. As we get older, our bodies don't make or absorb vitamin D as efficiently. And that matters, because without enough of it, your muscles can feel weak and your bones more fragile. That's a recipe for falls, injuries, and a longer recovery time. The good news? You can give your body a boost with something as simple as 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight each day. Just sitting outside on your porch or walking to the mailbox without slathering on SPF. And if you live in a cloudy area or don't get out much, you might consider a supplement, but always talk to your doctor first. Some foods, like fortified milk, salmon, and even mushrooms can help you get more vitamin D naturally. Let's go back to Carol for a second. Remember how she added eggs to her breakfast? Well, she didn't stop there. Her doctor recommended a little sunlight therapy and more frequent movement throughout the day. But nothing extreme. No gym memberships or weight benches. Just things like standing up every 30 minutes, walking around the house during TV commercials, and doing light resistance exercises with canned goods in the kitchen. And here's the part that's often overlooked: hydration. Yes, plain old water. Muscles need it to function properly, to heal, and to grow. But many older adults don't feel as thirsty as they used to, so they don't drink enough. That can lead to cramping, fatigue, and even loss of strength. So keep a glass of water nearby and sip throughout the day. Your muscles will thank you. Before we wrap up, let's take a breath and think about everything we've talked about. Muscle loss doesn't have to be inevitable. You don't have to accept weakness or give up your independence. You have the power to change course, starting today. Whether it's by adding an extra egg to breakfast, grabbing a cup of Greek yogurt for a snack, standing up a little more often, or simply drinking more water, you're taking steps toward a stronger, more confident version of yourself. And don't worry if it doesn't happen overnight. Real change takes time. The important thing is to begin, to choose one new habit, stick with it, and build from there. Small actions add up, and before you know it, you'll feel stronger, steadier, and more in control of your body. We'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you're planning to make starting today? Share it in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else who needs a little encouragement. And if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend or loved one, and subscribe to our channel for more simple, powerful tips to help you thrive after 50. Here's to stronger muscles, brighter mornings, and living your best life. One healthy step at a time. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.